welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a seasonal chakra reading for each star sign. So as we're going into September, obviously the autumn period, this will cover September, October and November. And basically what I'm going to do is put the chakra stones in a bag, and then I will pick one out, and that will obviously tell you what you need to be focusing on regarding your chakra over that season period. So the cards I'm going to be using for the readings, which obviously I've premeditated on the cards as I normally do for most of my readings, are the Colette Baron Reed cards. I've got the Good Tarot, the Enchanted Map, the Wisdom of the House of Night. Those are all Colette Baron Reed's decks, and obviously I'll put the links below. And then I have the Universe Has Your Back deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. Those are decks that I've used in my previous readings. I've also got the Moon Goddess Affirmation by Terry Foss, and these are lovely cards which I will be doing as a random pull at the end of the readings. And then for the animal medicine cards, because obviously it's to do with chakra and what you know, the influences around you, I've got the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit by Kim Kranz. So this is the first time I've used this in my readings. And I've also got a new deck which is Whispers of Healing, which obviously ties in, I think, with the actual chakra readings, and that's by Angela Hartfield. They're quite big cards, these are, and the artwork, as you'll see as I go through the readings when I pull this card out, that's associated with each sign. The artwork is absolutely beautiful, and the artwork's by Josephine Wall. So that's what I'm going to be doing with these readings, guys, for you on this occasion. Like I say, they are sort of seasonal chakra readings, so I'll be doing one for winter come December, which I'll be through for December, January and February, and then obviously I'll do the spring ones, which are March, April and May, and then I'll be doing the summer chakra ones, which obviously are then June, July and August. So that's just the quick outlook on explaining what these readings are about. So guys, without further ado, I'll just quickly run through these stones that I'm going to be putting into the bag to pull out. Obviously this stone is going to be representing the root chakra, and then we've got the sacral chakra colour, the solar plexus, which obviously concentrates on your abdomen's part of your body. Then we've got the green, which is obviously the heart chakra. We have the blue for the throat. This purple is usually signifies for your third eye, and in this set we've got the white one, which is going to be for the crown chakra. But obviously I'll explain when I draw out whichever one's going to be associated with the reading that I'm doing. And at the moment I'm looking at Sagittarius, so I'm just going to place all these back in here for a second, just give them a little bit of a shake up. So Sag, for your chakra for the autumn, just going to give it a little swirl around for you guys, and I'm picking out the actual root chakra for you for this reading. So I'm just going to place those to one side, and I'm going to start looking at the cards. This is obviously, as you know, I do my little bit of poetry at the end to cover the whole aspect of the reading, so I'm going to put that to one side for a second. Just move this out the way from my wand. And like I say, I've premeditated, and I shall pre-shuffle these cards. So I'm just going to place that there for a second, and then we'll start doing the reading for you. So the root chakra is obviously the base chakra, and really to me, I just go on my interpretation. There's so many different interpretations, but obviously everybody's got their own interpretations of reading colours and chakras. So picking out the root chakra for you, Sagittarius, to me, I just feel you need, going into autumn, to find some grounding. It's all about grounding, because I do feel in the summer months and that you've been with your health and just your life in general, I just feel you've had your, you know, quite some low periods, and I just feel that going into September, that aspect of it is going to change, and you are going to find, because obviously pulling out the root chakra is saying that you are going to go into the autumn and you are going to find more balance, because I do feel the months previously you have been a bit scatty and a bit all over the place with all aspects of your life. So I'm just going to start the reading then, guys, and the first card we've got out is the frog. Now these are the medicine cards, and obviously it's a water element, having the triangle facing downwards. So here with the frog, as I say, this is the medicine card that you're coming leaving behind. This is what's been sort of around you for the last couple of months, and obviously it's just stating to me that you know the rain has absolutely saturated this little tiny frog, like it's been a downpour of emotions that you've had to deal with in the last couple of months. And like I say, you've had a lot going on, guys. So obviously with the chakra reading that I'm doing today for you, Sag, this is the animal medicine card. Like I say, that's been surrounding you over the last couple of months. You do feel, you know, whether that's to do with your health that you felt low with, or whether you've had issues around your work where you've just felt stressed, and like, you know, you've just felt like it never rains. That saying, it never rains, because you've had that much to deal with, guys, over the last couple of months. So that's what I'm feeling there. Just going to open up the reading a little bit more and we'll have a look what the next card is. And on here we've got the word obedience, but I'm more looking at the card here, because like I say, again, this is the energy that I feel like you've been dealing with over the last couple of months, where, you know, you felt like trying to keep your balance, and you've been blinded a little bit. You haven't been focused on really what you're supposed to be doing in life. I think you've just lost your focus and your balance a little bit over the last couple of months. And obviously the card here is just saying you're trying your hardest to keep your balance. And like I say, you've been a bit blinded really, and you've been sort of, what's the saying? Not sideswiped, but in blindsided. That's what I want to say. You've been blindsided. There's lots of things that have manifested for you over the last couple of months that you'd never expected were going to happen, and you've been blindsided by these things that have gone on, and that's what's took you off your balance a little bit. And like I say, you've just felt, like I say, God, when is this going to end? Or, you know, I've had such bad luck, or things haven't been going right for me. You know, I've just felt really low. I felt really down. And those two cards there for me, guys, I feel is the energy that you're leaving behind, thankfully. So let's have a look what's coming out in the next card for you. So yeah, going into the autumn period then, we've got signs here of the card of encouragement. So this is, I feel you're going into a better period of your life now as we're going into the autumn, and you are gaining that encouragement and support now, and like I say, I do feel that all the things that have been happening around you in the summer months, where you have felt like you've been off balance and you've had no control really, because like I say, you've been blindsided by these events that have sort of just come in from nowhere and took you by surprise. But it's saying as you go into autumn, then you are going to find your balance. You are going to be more rooted. You are going to be more assertive of where you're going. You're focused on now of what you need to, you know, be looking at in your life. So it's saying, and there is support around you. Like I say, with the encouragement card, I just feel that there is somebody quite close to you that you confide in, or you know you can speak to, and tell them your truth of how you're feeling. So you know, you are getting that encouragement and support as you go into the autumn months. So I'll just turn over the next card for you guys, and we've got Two of Fire, And this card to me, because obviously the giraffe is quite obviously a tall animal, and it's just saying like it's lifting you up now. Going into the autumn period, you're being lifted up and being guided. Because if we look at what the giraffe's holding here, it's a lantern. And I feel that spirit, you know, is going to be around you guys in the autumn period and are going to be guiding you now and rising you above all this, you know, it never rains saying in the previous months that I've been around you. So I do feel like, I say, going into the autumn, you know, September, October, November, you will get spirit intervention here, guys, and they are going to be guiding you out of this, of what you've been suffering, you know, this, you know, unbalanced, this blindsided stuff that's been coming in and knocking you off your feet. Whether, like I say, that's to do with health, relationships, whether it's your work. You know, I just feel, guys, you've had a lot of stress. As I'm looking at these cards now, because as you know, as you sort of go along these readings, I get more information downloaded to me, and I just feel a lot of my Saggies out there have had a lot of stress around them in the last couple of months, and so it's saying now, as you go into the autumn, you're going to be, you know, guided, and you're going to be, you know, be raised above that now. So, you know, you're going into a better period. Just going to read the next card. And it says on here, obstacles are detours in the right direction. So, like I say, sometimes things do throw themselves at us. We do get blindsided and we wonder why at the time. Why on earth is this happening? You know, I didn't see that curveball coming at me. And sometimes these things do come in our path because it's a little detour, and you know, we are put in that right direction, and it's like we can think to ourselves, you know, say we've got some options that we've got to decide, you know, should I, you know, for instance, I'll just say on a job example, say you've been offered, you know, a couple of jobs and you're wondering which one that you should go for. It might be that, you know, a snippet of information might just come out the blue that you wasn't aware of, and you're thinking, oh, you know, that's like an obstacle to your thought that you were so, you know, focused on, you know, you was going to take that job opportunity, but then you find this little bit of a snippet of information that you think, whoa, I didn't expect that obstacle to be thrown at me. You know, you didn't sort of divulge that, and it's just then because it's the universe's way of putting that obstacle or information to divert you into a different direction. At the end of the day, we make our own choices, but you know, the universe unfortunately can't speak directly to us. It can speak to us, but in sign format, as in putting obstacles in our way, or you know, if we cross paths with people, new people, and that's the way the universe works, guys. So like I say, if you do feel that you've had obstacles and you feel, like I say, the rains, you know, it never rains kind of saying, just sit back and think about what's gone on in the last couple of months. Just take a mental note of it. And like I say, as the autumn unfolds, because like I say, these chakra readings that I do cover like a 3-month period. So, you know, getting towards the end of autumn, you might be able to reflect or dip your toe back in this reading and think, whoa, I remember that now. I did have that obstacle thrown in at me. And now I realise why, because, you know, if I had taken that option, I would have been on the wrong path. And that's just a little note to take on board, really, guys. So I'm just going to open up this card now, which is the new deck I've had, which is the Whispers of Healing Oracle cards. So I'm just going to turn this over to see what the healing card is for you guys. And it's got intention. And we see this beautiful unicorn here. And this is like you actually sitting on the unicorn. And like I say, I do feel for some of my Saggies going through the autumn period that the universe is going to intervene a little bit. And like I say, you are going to, you know, in the next 3 months, you are going to have obstacles put in on your path. And at the time you will think, oh God, here we go again. You know, why is this happening? But just take on the message, guys, that Spirit and the universe have got intentions. and the right intentions for you guys. So it's just to say that you are being guided by the higher realms. That's what I feel for there. So I'm just going to place that there a second, because it's quite a big card, that is. So I'll just place it there. And the last card is the animal medicine card, which will take you to the end of the autumn. So as you've come in at the start of autumn, bearing the frog medicine card, like I say, I do feel that's what's been around you guys the last few months, where, like I say, you've had so much deluge of things to sort out, whether that's to do with finances, to do with relationships. It's just, my little froggies out there, my little Saggies, have just had a deluge of things to wade through over the last few months. So this card is the animal medicine card that is going to be going out with you. So this card will be resembling what you'll be going out of autumn with. So we'll just have a quick look what this will be. And it's the tiger, guys. And this is a fire medicine element card. So obviously this is having the tiger. I'll just place that on there a second. Having the tiger card come out at the end of the autumn for you. It's saying that you've got burning ideas, you've got that burning ambition back inside of you, and you're focused. Because if you look at the tiger card, you know, is focused here, and it's just saying that going into the winter period, when we start December, you're going to be definitely more grounded. Obviously that's why we've picked the you know, the root chakra stone out today for you guys. You're definitely going to be more grounded, and you're going to be focused going into the winter. So it'd be nice to obviously tune in December when I do the next seasonal chakra readings, as I call these, you know, to see how you've gone through on the next 3 months. But this is just a snapshot, guys, like I say, of what to expect, really. The main focus for you is to get your balance back in autumn. That's why we've picked the chakra. Obviously this is the medicine card that you're coming in with. Like I say, this is the elements that have been following you for the last couple of months, and it's been a hard slog, Sag. You've gone through some you know, a deluge of different things to sort out of, where you've been blindsided. You know, having this card here, you know, with the blindfold on to me, you've tried to protect yourself as much as you can, but things have come along, like I say, blindsided for you. But as you go along the next 3 months, as I said, you'll have the encouragement and support, and you'll feel more grounded. And like I say, I do feel the universe and spirit are going to rise you above all this, what you've been dealing with. And you are being guided, Sag. You are being guided over the next 3 months. And like I say, if these obstacles come in your way, try and take them on board as a positive slant on it, please, because it's just the universe's way. Because obviously they can't speak to you directly, as much as I'd love to, Spirit would. It's just the signs. It's just the signs that we have to start opening our eyes to, and you know, realising that they are doing it for the greater good of us. I'm just going to quickly shuffle these, because like I say, these are by Terry Foss. I love these cards, and it's just going to be like a little affirmation for this reading for you guys, for the chakra reading. So I'm just going to quickly shuffle these and just see what message we have for you, lovely Saggies, to finish the end of this reading today. You have to excuse my throat a little bit. I haven't been well the last couple of months. Sort of had shingles, unfortunately. So it has played toll on me a little bit. So my throat's not as good as it should be, guys. So if you can just bear with me on that. So let me just have a quick look at what we've got here, and I'm going to go through this one. Just put that there a second. And we have only positive thoughts and energy flow through me. So like I say, looking at that card then, and the words saying only positive thoughts and energy flow through me, this is what I feel for the next 3 months for you guys in autumn. And here, to me, it's like a new broom sweeps clean, and the autumn is going to be a new slate for you. You've gone through all this horrible deluge of turmoil and unsettlement in your life in the last few months, and it's just about gaining knowledge now in the next 3 months going into autumn, and it's just having positive thoughts. Like I say, if you do get obstacles coming your way, with this reading little message here, if obstacles do come in your way, just have the knowledge of acceptance and know that the universe is obviously guiding you guys for the right reasons. So that's just the card that I'd like to finish with on the actual card reading side of it. And then I'm just going to read you now my little poem that I meditated on when I was doing these cards for you guys. And I've done a little bit of an added twist as well on these, besides my poetry. When I was reading the cards, I had songs sort of pop into my head. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to put the song links at the bottom of the readings, because as soon as I turned over the card for you, Sag, on this one, the group Travis, Why Does It Always Rain on Me, just popped into my head. And I thought, you know, I'm going to put the song associations at the bottom of the readings. So it's just a little added thing really, because I do, you know, you just click on the link below and have a listen to the song that I've sort of drawn out for you. So yeah, that's why I wrote it on. Why does it always rain on me by Travis. So like I say, that's just a little added thing I've put on for these chakra readings. So I've got a storm of emotions have rained down on you. Too many ups and downs you have waded through. Obstacles placed on your path to open up your eyes, to challenge you to keep focus so you will win the prize. Like I say, I just feel you just need to be, you know, to get your balance back and to stay focused, and that's how I feel that you are going to come out of the autumn with this animal medicine card here, the fire sign one, being the tiger and just being focused, guys. So I hope that resonates with some of you. It'd be interesting to get some comments as the autumn goes by. Like I say, just dip in and out of this reading, guys. You know, going along September, October, November, this chakra reading covers for you. But like I say, yeah, I just hope, you know, the autumn has good positive things, which I do think you are going into a better period, my lovely Saggies. But like I say, just be aware that, you know, these obstacles that we do get thrown in, you know, just think them as a positive. That's all I'm going to say, because I think you've dealt with the brunt of all the, you know, negative side for this year for yourself. You've just had a deluge of, you know, like I say, the last few months coming into the autumn, but you are going to get the income, and you are going to be, you know, lifted up from that, and it's going to be a better energy all round. And like I say, the universe has got intention for you, and better things are going to start coming in, more opportunities. You know, if you've had issues in your relationships, then, you know, the autumn is going to say you're going to be more balanced and more grounded, whether that's in a new relationship that you're going to form over the next 3 months. But just take the whole of this chakra reading, guys, for Sag as a more positive outlook for the months ahead. So yeah, I hope you can take some of that information on board, and I look forward to doing the winter chakra readings in December. Take care then, guys. Take care. Bye.